So or is it like, are they at the house? So if you're staring at Nancy's house, is it on the left or the right? If you're looking at Nancy's house from the road, is it on the left or the right? If you're staring at her house, on the right side. Okay, right next to. Okay, so they're a little bit down from there. They're a little bit down from her house. All right, I'm on my way. I'm coming over there. I'm on my way. Good work. Thank you. All right, bye bye. Yeah, there are a few doors down from Nancy's, checking in ravines and everything like that. All right. So we're gonna go up here and go to Orange Grove, make a right. We'll be at Nancy's in 9 minutes. We'll go check out these searches. Orange Grove. Little doggy was looking out the window. On our way to Nancy's. FBI is near the house. The hunt for answers. What happened to Nancy? Is she around her own home? Caught in the traffic light. We need answers. I concur. The whole world is watching.
So I was live on TikTok, and we were going through this and the Epstein stuff that I just posted that video, and I really had to pee. Okay, so I ended and I came back over here. There are 35,000 people in his chat. It is impossible. Okay, so we're just gonna be over here where we could keep up in the comments. Also, just so y'all understand, I was talking to y'all. Okay, I was talking to y'all. I just didn't add myself to the stage. Exactly.
Had the air on because I keep the.
He is on his way back to Annie's house because hi, I love you. To the search, okay? Also, I want to check the validity. That's where I was going, baby. See? That's where I'm going.
Phone call. They're calling this day 11. Day 11.
I did, Kiwi. Thank you. I'm not another glove. Yep. Mhm. Yes. Cops hunting for Nancy Guthrie find suspicious black glove near her home as hunt intensify. Yep, they did. They found a glove, and I would imagine that things will pick up a bit here because that glove is going to have DNA on it, and that's why they're getting DNA from everybody, including people that did work. Apparently, she had an electrician come and she had her roof repainted or something resealed. So they're going to get DNA from people, and I bet that glove is why. Let me go down here because I
Good.
posted it.
Would you spread out a little bit outside our home?
Hi.
Who's that? That looks like an agent's vehicle.
Look, I guess so, dog. I
Hold
hope
on,
you're
so
doing well. Hi, Debbie.
that looked like an FBI agent's vehicle.
I had to.
Well, let's go back to our house.
I went on a whole J-mail. Listen, those kids are fucking geniuses that did that.
Full stop. Safety first.
I was on the Gmail that I just posted. I'm still saying Santa Claus. 100% still saying Santa Claus.
Another thing is too, man. I've seen some cars fly through these hills, man. Speed limit's 25. Okay, so earlier when we were doing the FBI search, this is where the FBI agents were primarily. They were looking at this center thing, because when the road split, they were going down the center there, looking in the terrain, and that was one of the ways out of Nancy's neighborhood.
This terrain is so good, y'all. I've been stuck. I've been stuck. The Gmail thing is going to keep me in rabbit holes for days. Okay, days. I'm going to be stuck there. for the foreseeable future. I think I just said that to Holy Grace. I said, I can't stop. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. And this guy's comments, hi ladies, this guy's comments, he's got 35,000.
All right, we're pulling up to Nancy's house here shortly. It's going to be a large cars and everything. So I'm going to have to be pushed back some because of, yeah, see, the neighborhood's
Oh,
cool.
man.
So I am going to go right here. We're going to have to walk.
Oh, look, there's a lot of cars.
walk.
I posted a video about the J-mail. There were tech students that took the Epstein files and put them in a very digestible format, I guess you could say. I posted a video of how to get there because I didn't record that part of my live. So, right, I believe she's been gone since the day this happened. I posted a separate video to show people how to get to it, but there is so much information there, y'all. I'll be there for days. I probably won't sleep tonight because I'll be stuck on it.
Make sure I turn on my vehicle.
I love that because I'm not
Hydrate up.
Technology, y'all.
Phone up. Go.
And he's got his comments on slow mode. I am not a fan. So I figured I would just do it.
I don't know where the action is.
There's a lot of cars there. Yeah. The FBI is back at the daughter's house, Annie's house.
We're off.
And they found a glove.
To investigate. FBI. Nancy's home.
No, don't.
Right by it. What's going on here?
See, they're back.
Look. They're all coming. Here, this way. The media cameras are all coming.
They're walking back. Why?
They're here. The FBI's here.
They're asking.
They came here right in time.
They're asking. They're getting DNA from people.
My phone might go hot here for a second.
Today. Just don't show people's license plates, homie. That's so rude.
Stay cool here for a minute.
Lumpy, I hope.
Say cooling down. Phone cooling down. Give me 1 second.
Huh? I agree, Kiwi. I don't think that. I believe it's not rescue. You know, it's more like a recovery. I know, Betty White. I'm obsessed. What do you want me to say?
All right, here we go.
Why is he hiding?
FBI. They're coming our way. They're right there.
I am upset.
The FBI.
Are they talking to reporters? Go over there, bro. Hi. Y'all. Hold on. It does appear they're talking to reporters, huh? What is going on here? Y'all, I'm going to have a nervous fucking breakdown here. I do think it was the son-in-law. Yes. I do think it's the son-in-law, 100%.
FBI.
It's not me, y'all. It's him. It's him. Why did he lose connection? Give it back. Oh my God. Yeah, his phone overheated. Hold on. Let's try to find another one here. Yeah, he's out. Oh, fuck me. Hold on. I'll find another one. Oh, everybody's watching him.
Schedule the live. Let's see if it goes back on.
DJ Brandon Baller. DJ Brandon. I'm going to find it first, and then if I find it, I'll stream it here. No.
I wonder what kind of phone JLR uses.
Everybody is streaming him. Oh my God. It was until his J is for justice. Hold on. J. Is there a number?
A long time ago, I asked those guys if I could use their feed. And
everybody's streaming him because he's there.
After they get off.
There we go. Got it.
Hold on, I'm gonna play the audio. Let's see if we hear anything.
Got it. Hold
Are
on.
they done, or did they find something?
Hold on,
Let's
y'all.
watch. I feel like they found something.
Got it. Give me a second. Sorry. I apologize. We good? Wait, let me take the chat away.
They're going on both sides of the road, checking everything.
I'm just terrible at technology. See, the feds are talking to people. What a bad time to lose the stream.
It's an inch right and such.
I don't see anything in their hand, do you? Oh, that's why they hightailed it, because then they started chasing them. Let's see if they have anything in their hands. I don't necessarily see anything in their hands. I think they might just be doing a canvas. Let's see. Nope. She's got a water bottle. And I don't think this guy's got anything in his hand.
Right and such.
Nope.
It's an inch right and such.
Nope.
Hi.
So the media starts chasing them. Watch.
Hi, Facebook.
Definitely. I told you guys, it is a media frenzy out here. Media running up and down the road.
Who is she streaming?
Everybody trying to get their pictures, get their story. And of course,
All right. So that's what happened with that. I think they just chased them down. They just chased them down and they moved their asses quick.
She's got 3 different streams up. One is JLR. They found.
So I don't know if people are going to follow them or what. JLR is still buffering over here. So
They
we shall wait and
a
see.
mask. I don't know about. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Zoe, for becoming a member today. I appreciate your support.
They found a glove, not a mask.
Or is it a cigar?
Yeah, it's really weird, huh?
Lawful listener. Hold on, y'all. Lawful listener. If I could type.
I think JLR's phone overheated.
That's exactly what happened.
Shane says the press really has to let them work. They should not be allowed anywhere near law enforcement.
True.
How does chasing them down help this investigation?
Nothing. It doesn't.
I don't know. Wouldn't you think they'd shut the street down? Like,
Yes.
maybe they don't care if the media follows them. I don't get it. You'd think they'd close down like one street at a time, scour, go to the next one. I don't get it. Change of clothes in the backpack, says Cha Cha. That very well could be.
Got one. Hold on.
I think JLR might have overheated.
He did overheat. The real Dolly Vision. Hold on, y'all. I gotta switch streams.
I just don't understand. Like, I've never seen media be able to follow around media like that. Or
she's also at the scene.
That Brian Enton just got with the
You
woman.
have to like. That's why when I was asking, if you hear the way I do interviews, you have to, make sure what they're saying is like, you have to get it all. And when I was asking, he's like, yeah, no. In the house, it was my family member. I was out.
So safe.
I know, like, that's where I was. I was detained with the police on the side of the road the entire time.
That would be
A different family member was the only person that was home at the time that I'm being detained. That's also happening as like, we're coming in here, tossing your house, looking for Nancy Guthrie,
I'm telling you.
her medicine, her clothes, her, we're going to cut out we can cut out if we need to. the carpet, whatever we need to do.
JLR
Owns the house
is a buffer.
where this massive law enforcement action just took place, like within the last.
There was a traffic stop close by. This is the subject being questioned in the Nancy Guthrie investigation. This is Josephina.
Yes.
This is her house, and the subject is her son-in-law.
Yeah,
is
my
that right?
son, yeah.
Tell me how this happened. Where was he when he was detained?
My daughter and him and the kids, my grandkids, were doing DoorDash when they got stopped here, and I don't know what kind of questions they asked them. But when we got home, I wasn't at home. When we got home, we found out that they took my son out. They went inside. They busted the doors from my house. They went inside,
Okay.
and
Just that they took my son out exactly from the home. It was her son that was inside the home, his brother-in-law. Okay.
Where is it? Where the fuck is it, dude? Hold on. Y'all, I'm terrible at like, I have this. There we go. There's a, there we go. Thank you.
I'll control an
Obstructing us.
extra minute.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
But before we go,
Hold on. What I'm not doing. He's still buffering. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to find another stream. We'll go back here until. I'm sorry. I suck. Yeah. I suck. Contaminating a crime scene, you know?
Look at it. He made it look like Steve Gonsalves' his son. I don't like it. I don't like it. Look at the mustache. My son wore one of those when he was 5, and he dressed up as Dale Earnhardt.
Really? I didn't know that. I just found him like with this.
This is dangerous because if you really know the person, doing this is not going to.
Because let me tell you why. I am obsessed with this case. Obsessed with it. All right. I have been, he's just there. So it's easy for me to find people that like I would prefer somebody that's actually on the scene. Oh God. So, but now I don't know if y'all saw that hi. I know, Stream Cypher, I'm back. I don't know if y'all saw the what's NBC is live. Bang. We could do that. No, it's over. I'm late, y'all, because I was over there. They're all moving on to different things. Try here. Oh, how'd I lose that? I'm trying to find it on my phone because it's easier for me to do this. Find it and then switch the stream. Right. And I just found him because I prefer that. Because then at least I could see. Why can't I get to this? Hold on, let me text it to myself so that I could pull it up on the thing. But there wasn't, I didn't hear a mask. I heard the glove. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do this. Pull down here. Get this linky link. Hold on. What the fuck? Why didn't it come up? I give up, y'all.
Yesterday, when we went south,
DJB, bear with me. I'm trying to find
that's where
it.
the person, thank you, Jilly, had been spotted. And then, you know, folks, something like this, as much, thank you, Jilly, as much as I would love to say, hey, here's where we are.
We can understand. We don't want to compromise the investigation. And so that's why I wasn't trying to be, thank you, Jilly, I wasn't trying to purposely be vague, but we don't want to do anything that could spook someone. Or, you know, Chris, Sam, you don't have to do that. You're doing great. Or the fact that, you know, you don't want someone getting tipped off. The feeling last night was that this
Same.
suspect was,
Oh, they did.
thank you for that nice lemonade, was going to head to the border. And you don't want that. Now we've come this close. So this is day 11. We are once again in front of a home. What you just saw, if you didn't see it, we will post highlights later. That was about as dramatic
Look at my
of
subs in
an
there.
FBI grid search. I haven't seen that since Brown University. Thank
sorry,
you for
I'm
those nice headphones. Look at that. No.
Yo, I'm
So,
terrible at
and it's
technology.
also, folks, I hope you appreciate how heartwarming it is then when you see the people stopping. A lot of her neighbors
I don't even know who
leaving
he is.
flowers for her. And I also, you know, on another, thank you, Chelly. I want to be very clear. When I heard Savannah say, I'm from the Northeast, when I heard Savannah say, we need everyone praying, that was, you know, I hopped on the next available flight because I'm a big believer in the power of prayer. And it gets knocked. And I understand there's another creator, some other
That's
creators
great.
are knocking
So
me
here's the thing.
for talking about
And I talked about this briefly in my TikTok live. I find it incredibly strange that that in the last statements that Savannah has made, she was alone. And in these types of situations, y'all, every single move that they're making is dictated by like a FBI and a hostage negotiator, right? They're not making a single fucking move unless they are literally pulling all the strings back there. When she made that last post, I'm sorry, to Instagram, she was alone. There's a reason for that. 100. Oh my God. Listen, I have been watching. Okay. I've been watching body language experts and and they are clocking it over there. Hi, money swipers. I am obsessed and I cannot stop watching. I don't even know how to get to TikTok from my laptop. But we'll go back. Hold on.
But, you know, I feel bad for people that don't have it, don't experience it, don't believe in it. Faith is real. Prayer is real. And I think it's important to remember that, you know, Nancy, the loving, she's a mother, she raised those kids after the husband had passed away. And that's why Savannah saying, you know, you are a strong woman. But the power of prayer, appreciating the power of prayer, tapping into the power of prayer is very, very powerful.
I also believe that, right? But however, I'm also Deception Detective is amazing. I love him. I'm also a realist, right? And statistically, 11 days out, there's all kinds of weird shit going on here. Okay. I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with it. Hi, Lori. The ransom note was sent like 6 or 7 days in. What the fuck is that? If somebody is kidnapping somebody, they're sending ransom note almost immediately. I also think it's strange that Harvey Levin keeps getting all of these fucking things. I do agree with money being a motivator a lot of times, right? And it's the root of all evil. I just think that I think that things are going to pick up, right? When they released that video, I was like, oh, and I believe, this is just what I believe. I believe there is more footage that they haven't released. I believe that they released a bit of it just to say somebody spook, right? Because that's what's going to happen. Somewhere along the line, somebody that is involved with this is going to start getting sloppy and make a fucking mistake. And that is going to be where it all falls down.
And I believe that right now that Nancy is alive and Christ is with her and nurturing her.
I am not. I understand that people want to have like hope and think positive thoughts, but I think that at the same time you also have to be real with yourself, right? And I understand that this long it's just probably not possible. When they did that first video and they said that she wouldn't make it 24 hours without the medication, I believe that she was gone then. I don't think that it was very long. I think that she was taken, and I might be wrong. It's just like statistically that's how things go, and that's what things the FBI knows that, right? So I don't believe in giving false hope. Like, I'm all for if there was some contact, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's fair to be leading people down an avenue that is not factual or real. You know, I think that is unfortunate, and I don't think that anybody should do that. He finally ended, so maybe we'll get him back. I know it's really sad. Grizzly's live too.
Something if they do that.
Hold
What
on.
I mean? So they're gonna get you. They're probably gonna get you. Whoever's got those. And if these
Man,
are scamming,
did it again.
Oh my goodness. I
Hold
hope
on,
they
y'all.
arrest every single one of them. They've already arrested one of them, as we know, Derek Calella, the one who texted me and her husband. And we've gone over that criminal complaint before. It's all on the playlist if you want to check it out, because those details were quite interesting as well from the criminal complaint. Like saying extra details that Nancy's hearing aid was also left behind, right?
Oh wow.
All right.
I didn't know that.
Today as well, there are detectives all around which they said they would be. They did say they would be. Even as I say, today they said several hundred detectives and agents are currently assigned to the case, and you.
I didn't know that her hearing aid was also left. That's not good.
Will continue to see increased law enforcement activity throughout Pima County as the investigation expands. So it's not a surprise. It's not like, there they are. They're going to be there. They're going to be there. They're going to be looking at every area around Nancy's house and around Annie's house, because Nancy, those are the two last places she was known to be, and all of that, right? Okay.
Also,
now, let's keep.
I don't know if y'all saw the confusion about church. Did y'all see that? Okay. Because why would they say that they got a phone call that she wasn't at church? Did y'all see that whole narrative? When she didn't physically go to church, she attended church virtually. So how would they have gotten the call that she wasn't at church? So like, that is super weird to me. And if I could pick up on changes in the alleged timeline, then I'm sure that law enforcement can, right? But like, she did attend church online. So how did they not know that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Right. And then they just kind of stopped talking about it. That kind of stuff is weird to me. There's a lot of people that say that they thought that she was drugged during dinner.
Quickly see what you guys are saying. I think we've gone over everything. All right.
Yeah.
For now, let me quickly check
it's
what else is going on, because you just never know. You just never know. We go to X, we say latest, and let's see what's going on here.
But can they see
Interesting. They talk about the billboards on social media, which also went up in neighboring states. So that was interesting too. Now I'm going to quickly, just for a second here, pay attention to what you guys are saying. We did go over as well that they are searching around Nancy Guthrie's home, around her yard. We already know they searched the septic tanks around the property and neighboring properties, all of that. They're searching there and around Annie's house.
Right.
Annie's her daughter, right? Where she had dinner on the last night she was seen alive. Okay.
Right.
Z said, I heard on YouTube they found a black lab. Did you not hear it here? Because we just discussed it half an hour ago. I'll timestamp it all for you. So if you feel like, oh no, we've missed something, don't worry. I'm going to put timestamps for you, which means I'm chaptering out the video for you. So I'll be like black glove found. And then you can click on there and see what we went over, right? Okay. Court Logo said Ritter is on the ground doing wonderful coverage too. Yes, Josh Ritter from Courtroom Confidential is there as well. I really do appreciate all the boots on the ground here. How else would we know? How else would we know what's going on? Every minute, right? Okay, so let me quickly have a look. You guys are saying that Brian Enton just posted. I will have a look for you just to see what he says. He also posted on his channel here, so just hold on. He said FBI searching Nancy Guthrie's yard right now. So, I mean, it just looks so similar to everything we're seeing as well.
We're back. So we'll see what goes on for the rest of the afternoon at this location here. Her home. Her home. Now 857 dipped out for a second and he left, but I'm gonna get him.
I understand that people are telling me that this guy's no good, right? I'm telling you, puppy eyes. But he's there, and I would prefer that over somebody that is just giving comments.
Him back, and then oh my God, somebody brought in more flowers. Somebody brought a big bouquet of flowers.
That's sad.
This was not here this morning. More flowers.
That's sad, y'all.
More flowers.
Hi. It's so sad, y'all.
Holy smokes. It's growing. It's growing.
I know. I haven't seen
More
Chaco
flowers.
since like mouse potato.
More flowers. It's growing. Massive. I gotta take a picture of that.
Same.
Look at that. Someone brought lots of flowers
Yellow roses.
to the location.
I can't imagine. And you know what I'm also finding is that people like Nancy Grace or Chris Cuomo or other reporter type, you know, they know Savannah professionally, right? So I find them teetering around the things that like they would normally say, and that makes I don't like that. Just
JLR investigates, boots on the ground. Back out here again. See what's going down.
always. I need to Not the Prime delivery. Not the Prime delivery. Anita, that was so that was one of the reasons that I decided to come and do this, because that chat, I just couldn't, like, I was trying to, and some of the people were just so gross about it, right? Like, I couldn't do it. I agree, but I understand why they would, because they know, you know, it's just not something I would do. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? I don't know, because you would think that this entire block should be shut down, right? Like if you're going so far as to search in the median and the brush in the median or behind the houses and doing all that, why the fuck do you have this street open? How do you know you're not going to need some type of evidence to find something like that? I don't know why the street is open, but it shouldn't be. Right. It's crazy. I agree. I agree. Right. It's crazy. Right. It's strange. I don't know. And granted, they may know something we don't, right? So I don't know. I do think that they have more information than telling.
Well, Craig, just moments ago, FBI agents left Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood after searching not only her home, but also her neighbor's homes for about the past 15 minutes. We were walking with them up and down this street. We saw about 3 or 4 of these agents apparently looking for something, but not specifying exactly what it was they were looking for. Let's go ahead and show you that brand new video. Now, most of this I just took on my cell phone, and also photojournalist Chad Cromwell shooting some of it from above with his drone right now. But we saw one of those agents trying to push through some brush, again, looking to the ground, trying to push some of that brush aside as well, not specifying exactly what they were trying to find, but we know that they were intent on finding something. We walked probably a couple blocks down and then back up, and then we saw agents back around Nancy Guthrie's property. They were just there for a few moments before they proceeded north up the street in this area. We're going to continue to reach out to them to see what exactly they were looking for. But for a few minutes, I mean, it was really a flurry of activity, especially with all the news media that has been here since Nancy Guthrie disappeared back on February 1st. In the meantime, we know people in this community have just been devastated by her disappearance and are hoping that she could be found alive and reunited with her family, even here on day 11 in this search.
Agree. That's sad, y'all. I know.
Even total strangers here in the Catalina foothills, hoping for some sort of a positive outcome for the Guthrie family. I want to once again show you that surveillance video that was released about 24 hours ago from the FBI, coming from Nancy Guthrie's front doorbell there on her patio. It shows a man wearing a mask, so the FBI says was armed at the time with gloves and a backpack.
Imagine being so fucking rude.
Now, deputies had said last week that the doorbell here was missing, which made possibly recovering any of that footage they thought impossible. But thankfully, with the help of Google and the experts there, they were able to uncover this. And this could possibly be a clue that blows this case wide open. Apologize for the horns here.
Yeah, really.
And also neighbors trying to get by. And you can imagine this has been a busy
She don't like it out there.
Down that way a little bit, but I'll tell you,
I can't.
the FBI,
I agree.
house to house in this area, they were having trouble pushing through the brush here. So what I think, those FBI agents were having trouble navigating that desert landscape. I just think what goes into this search right now.
No, here's the thing though. Okay, this is going on. So if you're gonna drive down that road, why the fuck are you beeping like that? You know what I'm saying? Like if you live in this neighborhood, you understand what's going on. So why even take that road if you're just gonna act like a dick about it? It's crazy.
We're supposed to keep you posted with live team coverage here throughout the evening, Craig.
Right? It's so fucked up.
Thank you.
Stop.
One sec.
I know the dildos.
So this is the neighbor, and she's really mad right now. She's talking about people leaving trash in her yard. She's saying to the sheriff deputy, what happens if there's a fire and a fire emergency? How are you going to get fire trucks into the area? So she's angry right now. She's very, very.
Somebody's missing, Karen. What the fuck? What is wrong with these people? Oh my goodness.
mad.
I can't. No. I will lose my fucking shit. Max! I can't even. I don't blame them. Okay. Listen, I don't blame the neighbors for being upset. I don't. But they act like there was a fucking choice, right? I'm pretty sure the family, if they had a fucking choice, they would rather this not be happening, right? So worry about your fucking and put a bra on, maybe. I don't know. That shit pisses me the fuck off.
We have no firefighters here. They have to bring in water. They bring in huge water tankers.
I know. I hope the internet now knows you're a piece of shit.
No, I don't get this with you guys. You guys are media, the official media is outstanding. The unofficial media.
Stop talking.
We love females instead. Gotta support our female sons.
Now call me crazy, all right? But if I lived anywhere near this, okay, I would be concerned or worried, right? Not this lady.
Yeah. Ashley? Hey, Ashley. Okay.
No?
Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
Lady? I would be like, an 84-year-old woman just went fucking missing, right?
Right.
Right, exactly, Steve. Not this lady. She's worried about the fire trucks.
So,
Wild.
All right, so it's pretty packed out here
Facts.
right now at Nancy Guthrie's home. It's packed out here.
Facts.
Just reporters. Yeah, it's packed out here hard.
That's it. Right, like the entitlement of some of these fucking people. Right.
I mean, she has a point though. She's like, "What happens if there's a fire around here?" And the deputy was like, "Well, we'll move all the cars." She's like, "How's that going to happen?" She's like, "How's that going to happen?"
The audacity of people. I swear to God. Right, like
How's a fire truck in
if I lived here, right, and I was that age, right, in the age range of the person that just got taken hostage by the man with the gun that broke into her house, right? I would be more concerned with, can y'all find him so that I like, what the fuck is happening?
Get through here.
I hate it here, y'all. I hate it here. They are in the desert, so I get that. But
So what happened here, man? It started getting shady here really quick. So it's been popping off here. We've been at Annie and Tommaso's this afternoon.
none, Fury. None. 0.
We'll stay here through till it gets dark and see what happens.
Fucking wild. Man. I get it. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
So we're here. The FBI was doing a search. Unclear if they're going to come back. They were doing searches around Nancy's property. Get the 411 on shortly exactly what was going on.
all right. We'll come back to this. I agree, Asia. I agree. We'll come back to it. We're gonna journey you up to the J-Man. So if you don't want to watch, oh, you know what? Maybe I could leave this playing. I don't know. Hold on. We're gonna journey you off to the J-Mail so that I could show y'all what I was talking about. So somebody came into my live, hi, and dropped this little nugget. Okay. And I am so grateful. All right. Because I had been going through the Epstein files manually. All right. We'll go back to that in a second. This site makes everything so much more right. Exactly, Siri. It's crazy to me that people are allowed to do that. They normally have it cordoned off. Not here. This site makes everything really easy to understand. This site was created by 12, I think she said, tech students. Okay. I missed it. I'm sorry. I know we're saying congratulations to London Fog. Okay. I'm going to be stuck on this fucking website for months. I could already tell. All right. Now, you could browse by people. Okay, let me go back because I can't see y'all when I do it this way. Hold on. You could browse by people. All right. Where's my channel? Bear with me, y'all. Okay. You could browse by people. All right. Wait. I'm going to show you how this works. When I click down here, it brings me 2 photos. You see this? Email, photos. Okay. This is a drive with links. Okay. These are his flights, the flights that he's taken. And no, Mongoose. People created this and put it on a private server so that it can't be taken down. Okay. You see these flights that he took with guests, right? When you go over here and scroll down, hold on, let me go over here. Why isn't it letting me do it now? Hold on, y'all. You could scroll down and it shows you the people that were on what flights. Now, you see these redacted. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that those are people that were either redacted or victims. Okay. Now, you're going to see all of the flight paths, right? Now, if you click this little thing right here, this is going to take you to the document. All right. So, when I tell you that it is truly crazy that not all countries are here. I wonder why. This is going to keep me busy for a really long fucking time because I'm going to be obsessed. You hear me? Obsessed. All right. I cannot stop looking at this information. I can't stop. The 12 kids that made this are fucking geniuses. All right. That's true too. when you go here, okay, let me go back to get, now you have to go back. You see all these people right here, okay? Passengers. You could click on them, right? Like, let me just, for shits and giggles, click on this hoe, right? Oh, it shows me all the flights that she took with him. Okay, you see this? All right, good. Now, if you go back to that email place that we were just at, hold on, I'm trying to get there. Right here on the bottom, you see this? You could click this, and you click this, and you see his Amazon purchases. Okay, you see his Amazon purchases. All right, now you can also click this and see his fucking text messages if you choose to. Okay, yeah, he is. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, how'd I get a dictionary? This is what I'm saying, y'all. I'm terrible at this stuff. Hold on, go back. Hold on, what happened? Go back to this. Okay, now look. Oh, y'all. This is it. It took the Epstein files and it made them able for people. I did it again. People like us, okay, are not, God damn it, can understand it. All right. Now, I was mind blown. I stayed live for like another fucking hour because I was stuck. I was stuck, y'all. It gives you links to all of the things, right? Watch. Here's his Facebook. Okay. Hold on, I'm sorry. I can't scroll down. Look, contacts. All right. These are his Facebook friends, I guess. You know, kind of gross, but here we are. And there's all these pictures on his Facebook. Kind of weird, right? Absolutely fucking disgusting as well. So we went through this a little bit on my live because somebody came in and told me how to access it, and I was like, oh, right? Because look at this. You can go through all of this information. Okay? Politicians, celebrities. Want to do that? Here are the people in the Epstein files. In one way or another, okay? Here they are. All right? I don't know about y'all, okay? I agree with that too, dog, all right? I think this is disgusting. Yeah, OJ. Facts. This is gross. Okay? Disgusting. Why are we, hi Jawhead, why are we not, even other countries are doing something about it, just not us? And I don't know about y'all, but I find it fucking strange. I find it strange. Any hoosies, you could click on things. You could click on things. And as you could see, yeah, it's Gmail. It's not actual Gmail, y'all. It's people made this site to, it coincides with the Epstein files, right? So look at this. All right, you see this? Now, you could go back. Yep. You could go back and go to photos, search rooms. Y'all, I'm going to be on this rabbit hole for a really long time, like for the foreseeable future. I am going to be here. Now, look. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't scroll. Why can't I scroll? I don't know what I'm doing. Here, no, it's bigger. Hold on. These kids, they did a fucking great job. Okay, a great job. Now, you could select all kinds of shit and just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling through all of these photos. Super strange. Granted, okay, a lot of them are anything that's redacted on the site, you're not going to find unredacted here. They're still redacted, right? Oh, I love kitties. It put it all in a very, what's the word? Absorbable way because you could see, right? Now, you could scroll down. Or I posted a video of how to get to this information, but 12 tech students did it, and they did it anonymously. But this is a lot easier, okay, than look at all these pictures of Bill Clinton. Ain't that a bitch? There are Bill Clinton is also on the flight manifests when you go, if you go through them, okay. This just keeps going, you know. Kevin Spacey is also mentioned here. It's constant, but they made it very also right here. That's Fergie with a minor. Huh. Crazy, huh? Gross. Like, I am so fucking, like, I don't know why we are just okay with this behavior. It's kind of fucking gross in my, no, it's gross. It's gross. Y'all are gross. And I don't think that any of y'all are like worse than the other. I personally think you all should go, like, away. You know, it's gross. Gross. Hold on. I don't know. I talked about it on my TikTok live today. I don't know why other countries are doing, you know, charging and moving forward with stuff. I don't know why we are not following suit, but I'm sure that you can figure it out. You know, straight to the fucking wood chipper. All of them. No fucks given, no take backs, no returns. Adios. Sorry. Gross.
Oh my God. Yes. Last evening. Yes.
Facts.
All my neighbors were all just talking and trying to figure out, do we know who this person
Hello.
is? I haven't heard anyone that can say, like, for sure. I did hear on the news this morning that someone did, offer for some kind of ransom, I guess, to say they know who did it. I have not identified his jacket, his backpack, his shoes, and his pants, who it was from his eyes with that, hat on. It's hard to tell. But I have 2 Labradoodles that I walk every day in the neighborhood. So I'm on alert. I'm looking around and seeing if I can see anything unusual, anybody unusual, because I'm on the streets every day with my dogs, walking them, my kids. Yeah, I've seen it in the neighborhood, sure.
So you mean you're not going to the sheriff to bitch about the garbage and possibly starting a fire that the fire truck can't get through? Like, what? You see the difference?
I've been here 15 years from New York, so. I mean, just like a hi.
I know.
How are you? I don't know her personally, but she's a lovely lady, very kind, just like Savannah. Just a decent, honest, church-going woman.
I posted a video of how to get there.
Someone obviously did it either for money or, they, are getting back at her, right? I mean, that's got to be one of the two, and they're already asking for ransom, but so it's got to be a relationship or they want money, but they're, targeting her.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've been so busy. I work at the University of Arizona. I'm not. I work in the medical department. So I'm just getting off work right now. About 30
I love how the reporter's just letting her say all her personal information on the internet being recorded.
minutes ago, and I figured, let me come over here, see if I can be supportive.
Hi. What brought you to do that?
Bottles of water,
We
cold
just
water.
one of the neighbors just sent out an email to bring it down, and we're all hoping and praying for her return.
Oh,
They say bring yellow flowers.
Yeah, I think it symbolizes hope.
Symbolizes hope. Did you know Nancy?
Well, I didn't know her personally.
No, but you live in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I live down there.
Are you worried about what's going on, like in the neighborhood? Are you scared?
Oh well, no, we're not scared, but we're super worried about
They
her.
are just turning up
Thank you.
everything. They're just looking at every property, anything that could be.
We're watching. We're obsessed with Epstein files and Nancy.
Person, that's in this area, and it's parking. So, I personally haven't seen. If I did, I would absolutely report it to the police, Chef Nanos, or the FBI, of course. But everyone is trying to figure out with the mask that he was wearing, the hat, the sweatshirt, the pants, like who could it be? And the consensus around it.
She's talking to a neighbor there. I'm gonna get my tripod and bring it back. Kind of just listen in. She's a neighbor sharing about being here in the whole situation. It's more of like secondhand. I heard this hearsay. I heard this about this. I heard this about this. But what we got. And it appears what they said was, she said with the flowers is they got emails to come down here and bring yellow flowers. So that's why we're seeing growing yellow flowers. So we'll probably see more yellow flowers come.
Be careful. Be careful, because Karen is fucking worried that the fire engine isn't gonna get through on a potential fire. Fuck the fact that Nancy Guthrie is missing. Karen don't give a fuck. Y'all are imposing on her way to get through. What the fuck? Crazy shit. Crazy. I don't know anything about it. Right.
Talk to friends
Right.
on the street now that are saying that putting in cameras in their house, outside their house, in front of their garage, because these things they're so isolated. We have so much in between. It's not like other areas where their houses are right next to each other. You see your neighbors next door. It's not like that for us. We are so separate.
I can tell you where that started.
And the trees,
Around
there's
this
just so
side.
much in between.
Crazy.
Go down all the way down here, and then from
Crazy.
there on out they go across the street, and then all the way at the end of that street. I forgot the name. They go into that dip.
They do.
Yeah, no, I have friends right now that are currently
all the
being
way
taught
down
by
here
Tomaso right
to the
today.
sign. From there on
I don't
out
know
after
if
the sign,
at
they
school
go
right now,
across,
I assume
go
he is,
through
I'm
the
not
front
sure.
lawn, and then back
I mean,
into the
this
bushes
school
areas
year,
down
they are
there.
being taught by Tomaso at Basis in Oro Valley, and yeah, of course, we don't know. I mean, all the parents have gotten together and they've all said that they absolutely rule out Tomaso. They absolutely feel like he's a great guy. He's honest, hardworking, but sometimes you never know. Yeah, of course.
Take the doodles and kick rocks. We like the doodles. We'll take the doodles. You could kick rocks. Yellow is friendship.
Yeah.
Crazy. I couldn't believe she came out complaining about it.
Yeah. Yeah. You never know why someone's not talking or why they are talking. So he could be doing it because he's guilty. He could be doing it because he's not guilty. So we don't know until this whole kidnapping is resolved and we find out who did it. Because right now it's, we're not sure. Everyone's grasping at straws and we don't really know.
All over the place. I mean, it's honestly not to be.
I'm talking about Tucson and Nancy Guthrie. I
I know, and you live like around the corner, and it's probably a little surreal and meta for you to see your everything on the TV and you live here.
It's just very sad. It's just a very sad time for Tucson. Very sad. You know, we want this, you know, resolved as soon as possible. We are praying to God that Nancy gets home to her family. But you know, it's sad. She's 84 years old. You know, security wasn't even working at the time. You know, people need to have active security cameras in their house, in front of their house. I have a father in his 90s. I have a camera inside his house. When he fell under the coffee table just a few months ago, I was able, he's in Florida, I was able to alert the paramedics and save his life because I used a Ring camera.
Are you adopted?
I am not, my husband is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm a strong believer in having cameras, and especially with, you know, having children, family, to, you know, patrol cameras and make sure that your elderly family, senior citizens are, you know, taken care of. If you don't have someone living with Nancy, the camera should be working. You know, she's got 3 kids, Nancy. You know, they should be, you know, watching the cameras and seeing.
This lady is saying entirely too much on something that is being recorded, and nobody is stopping her.
What's happening? They should have known that night that she was taken out. You know? Yeah, no, absolutely. It was in the.
Yeah. So for people, I'm just doing a bunch of like online stories.
Oh,
okay. Every day we're doing so much stuff.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, nothing's really going on here.
Can you see this happening on Lori Jones's block? Man, she'd be. Lori would be shuffling, grunting up and down the fucking street. Get the fuck out of here.
No. Yeah, no.
But I think people are okay.
Yeah. I mean, everyone kind of has those answers, but yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah. What is your name?
Danielle, feature.
Do you have a card or something?
I don't actually.
Facts.
But,
okay.
Facts. Lori would be the one talking to the reporter right here. The people on TikTok, I'm gonna get them. I got attorneys and cases.
That's my name.
So will I be able to see if you write them?
I mean, I'll post it. So,
Is that the neighbor?
I don't, but Instagram.
Facts. Cinnamon. Facts. Anybody got $17 so I could get me a coffee on $1.25 so I can wipe my ass?
So she spoke a little bit about Tommaso.
Facts. Yeah.
A bit about Tommaso.
Dying, y'all. I need coffee. I'm too lazy to get up and make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I can't hear it.
All right, so our goal here is to see what happens here. If there's going to be more FBI searches. We got about an hour and a half before the sun goes down out here. So this is our third stream today. We got cut off numerous times because of reception issues out there in the crazy, we'll call it crazy, but the Catalina
Facts.
foothills. and then
I would have walked away.
cell phone battery or cell phone overheated. But it actually feels very good out here right now because there's like a glove was found on the road, walking path, but does not say if it was in between Nancy and daughter's home. Sullen Girl says. You would think that this area, due to the fact that there are so many walkers, and think about this. Okay, here's another thing, folks. Think about this. A black glove gets found a day after the images go viral with someone with a black glove. And no one noticed a black glove on the side of the street for the last week until suddenly that I just feel like somebody put that there just to play around. I just have that feeling. It's like planted. You know what I mean? It's like, seems like a lot of things in this case happen after it gets publicized. You know what I mean? Because if you got roads around here, there's so many walkers, there's so many people, joggers, neighbors, people walking around. You know, walking around in this case, a black glove found on the side of the road near here is like about 1.6 miles away, something like that. You would think that someone saw that, somebody would have saw that already and turned that in.
Not always.
Just thinking, whoa, a black glove. That's I just feel like it's planted. I do, my opinion. But again, they'll analyze it. Maybe
I understand where he's going, but at the same time, it's a glove, right? It's not a fucking backpack or a heavy piece of something, so it could fly away, whatever. That's possible. But I don't think it's probable to say like somebody could have found it. Now remember, the psychic, you hear these cats running amok. The psychic villain. The psychic said that they'd find something in the street. She said that a few days back, right? I don't necessarily. I understand both sides of it. You know, I can understand that one side and the other is different.
it helps, maybe it doesn't. But here's the thing about it is it could be somebody else's just for whatever reason.
True.
And then somebody's going to get a knock on the door when they come back with handwriting or their fingerprint on it or something. Somebody's going to get scrutinized, analyzed, questioned, and everything like that. You got to keep in mind with this case, it's just like with the ransom stuff. I really think the ransom demand via email came after it was reported, the stuff about her home. I just feel like it came afterward, but you know.
I don't believe any of the ransoms. None of them. I don't believe the fake ransom, the other ransom, the ransom. I don't believe the one that fucking TMZ got today. I don't believe any of them. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. That's just my opinion. Right.
I guess
That's
they take
true.
it seriously, but
So-
you have to take it seriously, just like with the mask. I mean, gentleman that came up, the electrician that came and spoke to us earlier, said he personally seen after 10 o'clock this morning, CSI or HS.
He is JLE investigates. We're just listening because he's there. You know, I saw the interview.
CSI, HSI, it's Homeland Security investigators near a Home Depot on First Avenue, somewhere down there, looking in the bushes. It's the same area where the 911 call or the dispatch call came with the mask. So you have to, whatever comes, they have to process it. You just have to. You find anything suspicious on the street, it doesn't matter if you just have to process it. So yeah, they're gonna get the glove.
I'm telling you, it's hilarious. That Karen is funny as fuck.
They will get the glove.
So I think that the FBI has other footage, right? Because we don't see Nancy be taken out of the house. Where's that? We only see, and I promise you that if they're filing a subpoena to get all that, they're getting all of the footage. They're not just getting the guy at the front door. They're getting all of it, right? So I think that there is more footage that they're holding on to. I do, that they haven't. I'm sorry, that they have not released publicly. I think that they have other footage. I think that they dropped that specific piece just to like shake the person, because there's a thing, right? They want him to like fuck up somewhere, but I would guarantee that the feds, hold on, that the feds have all the footage. I think that they're holding back a lot of stuff, but that they're not releasing. But that's so that they could try to like put these pieces together. And I understand that. I do it. I have never released everything that I have on not a single fucking person that I have ever covered in 5 years. Ever. I still have fucking a lot of stuff that I've never released on people, right? So I think we don't see her leave, right? We don't see them carry her out. How'd she get out? Like how did she come out, right? So I do believe that the FBI does have other footage, because if they're going to subpoena Nest or Google, whoever they got that footage from, they're not going to just ask for the front entrance, right? They're going to request all files pertinent to this address that could be recovered, right? That's I'm sorry. That's just how it goes. Like if I file a FOIA on somebody, I'm filing that FOIA for their name, their address, whatever reports they filed with their phone number, anything that traces back to that person. So they wouldn't have just, no, that's true. They wouldn't have just said, can we get the front door camera? They would have asked for all footage. I think that they just put out a small snippet. I'm sure they have the exit. They have to. She had to get out of the house somehow. If there's blood drops on the front, it's super weird. That could be possible. I don't doubt fucking anything at this point, dog. I think it was Tommaso. I do. And I don't think I'm gonna change that until they come up with a suspect or appoint a person of interest. You know what I'm saying? Possible, but there are other angles. You understand what I'm saying? When the feds were on the roof, right? They were trying, and I understand that footage. So I could use body cam footage as like a reference point, right? Police officers, other places, right? Whenever I file a FOIA for body cam footage, those agencies will only store body cam footage for X amount of time. If you try to get that body cam footage after, you have to go to the provider of the body cam footage because they hold it on their server. Does that make sense? So let's say I want body cam footage from an arrest from 6 months ago. The agency isn't going to have that. Chances are most agencies store for 90 days unless there's an active investigation. So if the agency doesn't have that, I'm going to have to go above them to Axon or whoever the fuck provides that body cam footage, and they may have them. I believe that, remember that psychic also said that there were 2, possibly 3 people involved. I don't think that he was done alone. I don't think he did it alone. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that neighbor's a fucking whack job, dude. Sorry, somebody is texting me about that. Yeah, 100%.
About an hour and a half till it gets dark. Come on in, JLR investigates. We're gonna just watch and see what goes on out here.
And that was my first, that's my first go-to, is they live in like an upper middle class neighborhood, right? So I would have gone to the neighbors first. That's what I would have done. I would have gotten all of their camera footage. But the problem is that there's such a space from one house to the next, and all that brush makes it really difficult for the camera of the neighbor to even catch a street view. You know, I that makes sense. Now, what I don't know, because I didn't look into it, is the roads, like the routes into her neighborhood. Because if there's only like one road in and like two roads out, there's got to be something. You're going to have to come to a main road eventually. No, I would have followed those routes, but I didn't look into that. So I can't say for sure. But I still very much believe it's the fucking son-in-law. That's just my opinion about it. That's true too. That's true. And I agree with that too. I don't think that it's easy to reach too, right? They are close to Mexico. That's true too. These people are so weird, like looking in the camera. It's so strange to me. Look. Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Really? I'm gonna go over there actually. I'm gonna look it up right now.
FBI. FBI.
Oh, it comes up like this. It's the first search. Let's see. I didn't look. I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't look into what they look like. Hold on.
Tucson's weather tomorrow. Tucson's weather forecast. So 79 today, 75 tomorrow, cooler.
Wait,
63 on Friday, 64 on Saturday. Saturday's going to be beautiful. And then back up into no.
Right, I didn't.
In the next week, the temperature shoots back down into the 60s and 50s. Hopefully, she's found there that we can all go home.
Dominic Evans. There's a lot of I didn't hear that. There's a lot of stuff that comes up regarding his gambling issue. I think Elizabeth, I believe that it's exactly what happened. Exactly. Honestly. Straight Line by Early Black. Huh. Magic. Wait a second. His bandmate is a state's attorney. His bandmate is a federal public defender. Hi. I'm not going to be much longer. Assistant federal public defender in Arizona. There's a lot of Google searches about it. I don't know if it's clickbait. So, but there's a lot of it. I think that it is extremely strange that that Savannah has been approaching this alone. There's a reason for that. I don't know what it is, but there's a reason that she is doing it alone. I'm trying. I'm going. I'm looking. He's the son. I'm trying to read through, so I'm not. I believe it's him. 100%. I believe it's him. Oh, so the sheriff's office did say that they don't have a person of interest. I only heard suspect. Yeah, true. But I find it extremely strange that they made statements together as a family, right? They made statements together as a family. Cameron made a statement. Savannah made statements. Annie has never made a statement. Why? Oh, 100%. I think that Savannah's really smart, right? And I'm sure that she knows something that other people don't. It's just a matter of putting those pieces together. The Facebook page for the band disappeared after that photo.
All right, so we just was sitting here, just kind of seeing what's happening here. I can spread this out a little bit. I keep changing a little bit, but
crazy. She's a lawyer. She knows.
I think a group of people are coming to plant flowers or place the flowers.
Place the flowers. That's strange, dog. A 100%. I've been watching them as well. The body cam. Not body cam. Sorry. The body language experts. Let me see if Deception Detective has a good one. It's so gross that they even did that. Like, call me crazy, but like those are people. So like we live in a world where it's acceptable to abduct and possibly murder elderly and sexually traffic kids. What can I say? Right. The carrot. Let me see if he posted anything new because he's been
Sorry, I went in front of my own live stream. People walking around out here, same thing.
9 minutes
we'll
ago.
continue to see what's happening.
I get
here.
it. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh. Deception Detective. He posted 9 minutes ago. Bear with me a second. I got it. Hold on. I like this guy. All right. Just everybody knows I like this guy. Oh, I'm sorry. I do that constantly and I suck. I'm sorry. I like Deception Detective, just so everybody understands. I like it. Hold on. How do I go? Okay. You got it now? Billy, what in the fuck are you doing in there, dude? Villain.
Chilling images were released by the FBI, obtained from a Nest camera of an armed person wearing a mask and gloves outside Nancy Guthrie's home. Last night, officials detaining a man in connection with the case, but then releasing him, according to the New York Times. Pima County Sheriff's Office saying they questioned someone after a traffic stop and searched a house in nearby Rio Rico. This man, Carlos Palazuelos, saying he was stopped while working his delivery job.
They put me in the cop car. I gotta wait.
And then let go hours later.
I hope they get the suspect, because I'm not it.
That's the latest in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. But do any of these bombshell updates actually change the likelihood of it being an inside job? In today's video, let's find out. I'm Deception Detective, an attorney trained in statement analysis. This channel exposes lies and manipulation. So if that's your thing, hit subscribe. For early access to new videos, over 60 exclusive videos, and other cool perks, consider becoming a channel member. Link in description. As you probably guessed from that intro, I think this was an inside job, but I'm not opposed to changing my mind in light of the new evidence. So without further ado, let's check out the latest update.
And somebody who knows how the FBI operates is former FBI Special Agent Jeff Harp. Jeff, it's good to have you here. Of course, the hours continue ticking. The risks get more intense by the moment. In your experience, as you've reviewed that security camera footage, is this person to you somebody who's trained, a trained operative to conduct a kidnapping?
That's a beautiful.
No, I would say, in my opinion, just based on some of the attire and the way the firearms held in the front and in an improper holster, and the person didn't even really come prepared for dealing with the camera. I mean, all you'd have to do is put a piece of black tape over it rather than pulling vegetation up and trying to disguise how you're going to look in front of that camera.
Yeah.
Before we get too deep, I just want to quickly recap what I consider when I'm analyzing a new case. Primarily, I like to analyze statements directly from the horse's mouth. After all, the victim and the suspect are the only people who truly know whether or not they're telling the truth. But sometimes we just don't get many of those. In this case, we don't have any statements from Nancy Guthrie since her kidnapping, nor do we have a named suspect. The only statements we do have are from Nancy's children, which I analyzed in my previous videos. And obviously, those ones were heavily influenced by professional hostage negotiators. So that's why we're turning to official secondary sources like the authorities, press, spokespeople, and even expert witnesses. Obviously with a massive grain of salt and knowing that we'll probably have to read between the lines. So as far as vindicating my personal theory about this case, it's nice to see an ex-FBI agent say that this alleged kidnapper doesn't look like a professional. But his insights get even better from here. So let's keep watching.
Is it possible that Nancy Guthrie let this person in through the front door? I'm just wondering if this person may have stepped outside the camera's view and used the voice that maybe she knew to make entry.
Well, I think there's some indication that entry was made in the back of the house.
I don't
Doesn't mean that they didn't try to come through the front door or that she didn't come to the front door. Again, this, we have exact timestamps when this occurred because of the video has been retrieved. So those early morning hours, I mean, if you get a knock on the door at 1:30 in the morning, we're not really all together there. So it's anybody's guess, how she reacted when this occurred.
I don't think the kidnapper used their voice to get Nancy to come open the front door at 2 a.m, but it is interesting that they're hypothesizing about it. Because if you've seen my other videos in this series, there is good reason to think that this person knew Nancy well. I think they knew about her health conditions, her security systems, and her daughter's wealth. But the most suspicious aspect of this quote-unquote kidnapping is the failure to even leave instructions or a calling card to collect the ransom, which is something this ex-FBI agent is about to touch on. So let's keep watching.
I'm thinking of Nancy Guthrie. Of course, we know Savannah Guthrie has told the public they believe their mother is still alive. If she is being held by somebody who now knows that image is out on international television, it's all over online, does this turn up any risk for Nancy from her captors?
It doesn't pick her up.
Well, that's always something you have to weigh. And, this didn't just come up in the last 24 hours. The FBI has discussed this with the family. They've discussed it with other law enforcement who's working the case, and they made the decision tactically that this is the best way to put it out there. Having millions of eyes on a video and on still photography is way better than just a handful of investigators. So they're still pouring through lots of other digital clues, and certainly they're looking at all of the fingerprints that this person presented. And I don't just mean physical fingerprints. I mean the things like the backpack, the style, the clothing, everything about it. There's also ways to sort of peel those layers of that mask off and see what the person may really look like.
Facts.
Well, there is a lot of attention on this video and the photos that came with it, but also a lot of conversation online about a Bitcoin account. Just a question for you. A lot of our viewers, no doubt, have been reading what's out there relative to some activity recently on a Bitcoin account, not substantiated by CBS News. But for the viewer who doesn't know how that works, can money transferred in a Bitcoin account be traced to anybody?
Yeah, that's a real complicated question. There are ways to follow that money. The problem is it transfers from one account to another account. It gets randomized. It gets really complicated. And I think what investigators are concerned about is once money is transferred in there and things start moving around, you start losing a lot of time.
This interview just touched on two very important things, which I covered in my last video. Savannah didn't pay the Bitcoin ransom by the 5 p.m. deadline, and she's obviously endorsing the FBI's decision to plaster the suspect's face everywhere, which are both things that she must know would put her mother in mortal danger if she were actually being held for ransom. So what's going on here? Well, I think I answered that before any of this even happened. Here's a clip from my last video. The fact that Savannah is no longer addressing her mother through the camera like she was before is one of the reasons I think the FBI has given her high confidence or even knowledge that her mother is no longer alive. I also think that's why she's no longer addressing the kidnapper, but instead is addressing the general public, asking for tips and help, because the FBI has convinced her or even proven to her that the ransom demands she received were hoaxes, and I think they were. As for Savannah's siblings and other relatives, I really can't comment on them because I haven't seen them speak that much besides the scripted stuff they read in those ransom videos. But I can say this, in all the cases we've covered, it's always the hoaxers who only talk when they have to in order to defend themselves. Whenever the relatives of a missing person are reticent or vague or deflect from the disappearance, it's always a red flag. Unfortunately, I think Savannah has bad news, and that's why I've been right about these last two predictions. But let's see what this FBI agent says about that.
And there are resources that the Bureau has to able to track money, even through Bitcoin, but it does take a lot of digital dissecting. And we see that this video footage took some time. They had to recover that from probably archives that Google kept in the event of some sort of disaster recovery. So all this stuff takes time.
You know, the local sheriff's department in news conferences has said, look, nobody is ruled out. But when we start seeing reports that activity is happening at particular homes over and over, or in a particular neighborhood over and over, can we read from that investigators do have some clues that are drawing them to one area over another?
Obviously, there's something that keeps drawing them back to one or two different areas. And it could be something that they've turned up either from DNA or from some other type of analysis. So yes, it's a clue that the reason they're going back there is there's something there that they're looking for, or they believe that can help lead them to somebody else.
So it sounds like it's just a matter of time, and we should really be paying attention to who and what properties the FBI is investigating. Click the video on the end card to see what I think about their search of Savannah Guthrie's sister's home. If you want me to continue analyzing this case, let me know by liking, commenting, and sharing. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next installment. Until next time, stay true.
Yeah, I like this guy, y'all. I like this guy because, I'm sorry, I like him because he focuses on the statements in between, if that makes sense. What was that they said? I don't know. I'm done today. I'm probably gonna find a stream to watch and dig myself into that neat little website that I found that makes the Epstein files super easy for me to understand. His name is I'll show you his channel, Deception Detective. He is an attorney that is trained to detect deception. Wait. Deception Detective. Oh, maybe I can't. That's what his page looks like. The site is Jmail. I posted a video where I show you how to get to it. I know that during my TikTok live, some people had some problems accessing it. But that's why I posted the video. I was going to put it in the description, but I figured if I did that, it wasn't going to be easy for people. Do you hear this cat? I'm telling you, she is a fucking menace. Villain. Finny. Well, come here, Finny. What's her doing? Finn is like, I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Finny, you want to come and say hi? Did you hear her hiss at Villain? Come here, Finny. Watch. You want to see them come running? Both of them? Hold on. Oop. It's about dinner time for them now. You know? They're like, bitch, it's time to eat. What happened? Oh, gonna get me? You can't see them, can you? What is it, Finny? You can't see him. It's okay, Villain. Finn, don't bully her. You're a meanie. It's okay. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. I see you, Finny. You need a baby? All right. What is it, Vinny? Are you a good girl? They're all gonna come. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is it, Vinny? I forgot that it also makes your cats come as well. What is it, Vinny? What happened? Yeah, they come running. What is it, Villain? Villain is afraid to hop up here because she knows that Finn will smack her down. It's okay, Villain. It's okay. I know you're a good girl. They all come running. I'm sorry. I should have given y'all a warning about that. That was my bad. I forgot that like it makes all the cats come. Finny, you say hi? Is Sugar here? Sugar loves Finn. She's a good girl, Finny. They want to eat. I know. My bad. That was my fault. I completely fucking forgot that it doesn't just attract my cats. So I hope y'all have a good night. You're gonna notice that my TikTok live, I kind of just abruptly stopped screen recording. Yeah, they want to eat. So the room that I like stream and I film in is also like their bedroom where like all their toys are, all their food is in here. It's just like a spare bedroom. And they so when I'm in here, I'm in their territory, you know, and they've been real nasty to each other like the last week or so. I don't know why. I don't understand cat, but I hope that everybody has it brings all the cats apparently. I hope everybody has a good night and I will see y'all soon. Stay safe out there. Stay safe. Some crazy people out there. Right, Finny? Oh, it's a good girl, Finny. You're hungry? You want to eat?